Kenya is set to introduce what the government says is a new digital identity system. Now, the unique personal identifier system will be the primary identification number throughout a person's life and eliminate the need for numerous other registrations. The system is set to be rolled out in the next 4 months. And as our very own Brenda Wanga reports, the new system comes a few years after the stalling of a similar system, the Huduma number. Remember that one? Take a listen.
Kenya's second attempt to adopt a fully digital identification system is set to kick off by September this year. In the new plan by the Kenya Kwanza government, the current second-generation identity card that has been in use since 1995, with several upgrades, will give way to a digital ID dubbed the unique personal identifier.
We are moving towards an electronic ID with a machine-readable chip and QR code, and eventually this should lead us to a digital ID system which will allow web-based ID authentication, and in the long run transit all that into a unique personal identifier, which we are going to give all newborns in Kenya, and it becomes their ID when they attain the age of majority at 18.
The UPI will also remain a reference for all government documents, including NHIF, NSSF, KRA, driving license and death certificates, amongst others. The digital ID will also be critical for access to government services that are being moved online.
We have increased the number of services available on the digital platform from 320 to 5,000 and intend to cover all services that Government of Kenya provides. And I think we have identified close to 7,000 services. All of them should be available on a digital platform by the end of this year.
The government says the digital identification system and digitization of government services are key in the development of the digital infrastructure that will propel the country into a fully digital economy. And as Kenya moves towards the full adoption of a digital identification system, fears have abounded about the safety of this private and personal data collected, but the government maintains that these fears are unfounded.
People don't want their medical records, they do not want their personal data to be abused or to be used by people who are unauthorized. And that is the reason why we have a comprehensive data protection legislation that provides security for the use of data that is available on the digital platform for people who are only authorized.
The adoption of the UPI comes nearly 4 years after the introduction of the Huduma number. Under the National Integrated Identity Management Systems (NIMS), 11.2 million Huduma cards had been processed, and nearly half that number collected in an exercise that stretched into 2021 at the cost of some 10.6 billion shillings. Just like the UPI, Huduma was aimed at consolidating registration into one document that would also serve one's identification needs for a lifetime. Brenda Wanga, Citizen TV, Nairobi.